Welcome again. So, last thing we did was get the Bloodhound's Fang, which is a great weapon. If you ever played Elden Ring before, you know this weapon's cracked as fuck. Does a lot of damage, doesn't take many stats, and does blood loss. So it's really good. I think I'm going to use this for a while until I find a good quality weapon to use. I'm not sure if I'm going to go more towards a strength weapon or maybe a dex weapon. But I feel like the last time I did a full run of Elden Ring, it was a faith strength build. So I'm kind of trying to lean away from having to... I'm much better at these type of games when I'm not worried about casting things and I'm just worried about my health, my stamina, and my actual attack rating. So, in the interest of that, I reckon something like a Dex Bleed build would be awesome, but I've never done that. I've always, if I go quality, I'm always big fucking guts sword, you know? Like, it's never really... I don't know why. I just always felt like Bleed wasn't... I need the stagger, you know? If I'm not staggering even bosses, like, what am I doing, you know? I just literally need one more stat point. And then I can use the Fang. So... I think, honestly, Bloodhound's Fang and one of their swords would be chill, because that's kind of meeting myself in the middle, where it is a Dex Bleed build, but it's a curved greatsword, you know. So it's more strength is a big part of it too, you know. It's not, and I'm a real sucker for double greatsword movesets in this game and in Dark Souls 2. I think they were. It was just very nice. Ah, fuck. But, Jesus. Anyway. But yeah, that's where my mind is tending right now. I don't need that. This is a bunch of spells. But yeah. So, where am I going? What am I doing? Okay, yeah, we can go this way. So, the last episode I did ended up being really long. I'm not sure what drove me down the rabbit hole of talking about religion. But that's, I mean, I'm not, you know, I just talk, you know. I'm not opposed to finding like a topic for a video, you know. But I don't really ever go to record with something like that in mind. Which, that might not be a bad idea. Not to pull back the curtain too much, but I mean, having a plan to talk about stuff is probably going to be better than me just rambling. So that might be what I do. I just like pick something to talk about. And just, because that's kind of all these really are for me right now, you know. I don't have like a following or anything. So these do just kind of act as a sort of video diary situation where I just kind of discuss at whim, and you know, whatever my brain wants to focus on, that's what we'll do. But I would also like it to be a slightly more informative type of thing. You know, I know this probably is not the time frame in which anyone would need a guide through Elden Ring or anything. I think the game's been out for 2 years, so you know, I don't really think it's like necessary, but it would be nice to, I don't know, have more of like a direction in what I'm talking about. So that's a little fun fact for you. If you chop their hands off, you can do a lot of fucking damage to these guys. I used to be so afraid of these things and their ovaries. one thing I do appreciate a lot about Elden Ring is it seems to me that the developers of this game, and this could be totally false, this could be, I'm purely speculating right here, but I remember there's a mod for Dark Souls 3 called the Convergence mod. Now that mod itself had a lot of great ideas. You know, they like added a bunch of different spells, and they added like to Firelink Shrine they added I think it's like 10 NPCs that you can buy things from, and they had a really cool idea in that mod where if you wanted to, let's say like me, you started as an aeromancer, so like wind spells, you know? Let's say you started as that, but you wanted to gain like necromancer spells. Well, all you would have to do is get an item from that vendor of the necromancy. And where you would put like the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant flag on your character, you know, where you would put the Blade of the Dark Moon, you know, the things that make your multiplayer, what was it called? It wasn't like, a lot of them would just like pull you into the world of someone being invaded and you would help them. Or like the Watchdogs of Farron, where if someone's going through the swamp, you invade to stop them, you know? So that was what a lot of the multiplayer covenants did in Dark Souls 3. But in the Convergence mod, what something in that slot would do is it would change what you gained or could gain from killing any enemy, any NPC. So let's say you need an item called Murky Sediment to get things for the Necromancer path, to buy spells and weapons from that vendor. You could select any one of their like covenant items, and then you would start getting those kind of drops, like along with normal enemy drops. But you would get, like, you had like a pretty good chance to get one or two of those items that you need to upgrade from any enemy. And you could do that for a lot of other things. It wasn't just that specific like spell tier that you would get rewards for. You could find one that let them drop like better Titanite drops. You know, you start getting large Titanite and Titanite chunks from enemies instead of just like whatever they would drop. So that was a great idea. But there was another thing that they did where they took the formula for the Pokemon mod for Dark Souls 3, where you could throw a quote-unquote Pokeball at an enemy type, and then you could call upon that enemy whenever you wanted. So if there was a particularly brutal, like let's say the giant crabs, you know, you could throw a Pokeball at a nearly dead crab, and then you could summon the crab to do your bidding. And it would have, you know, whatever its health is and whatever its strength is. But it would fight for you. Now, I want to believe that they saw that type of mod, and they were like, wow, our fans have such good ideas. We're going to literally use a lot of them in Elden Ring. Which showed itself through, you know, the spirits and the ashes that you can get. Obviously, I think this is a much more realistic version of using that as a video game technique. Because, you know, in the Pokemon mod, you could fucking summon the crab wherever the fuck you want, you know? But in Elden Ring, you can only summon in spots with this little gravestone icon. You know, so it's not too broken. It's not like you can just pull out a badass spirit at like wherever you want. Like it's only, you know, in certain areas. That I think that's a good restriction, you know. Also, you know, they're not too useful at doing anything other than drawing attention, because until you can upgrade it to, you know, +7 or so, it's not really going to do very much damage. And it's not going to have that much health. So, like, there are good ways to keep that from being absolutely broken. Like, for instance, let's say you captured, like, that giant dog outside of, like, Boreal Valley. You know, that's probably pretty fucking broken, throwing that guy at anything. But in this game, you know, none of the spirits are really that strong except for the Mimic Tier. And even then, it doesn't do a lot of damage. The Mimic Tier just has a lot of health, which means it'll attract the attention of the boss for a good while. And to be real, I don't think I could have beaten some of these bosses without something like the Mimic Tier. Like Malekith? Fuck that, dude. That guy is hard as shit. I mean, I could do it. I could do it alone. But I don't want to. But yeah, I like that. I want to believe that FromSoft like saw what cool ideas people were having, and they were like, damn, that is a good idea. Let's find a way to do our own version of that. And, I mean, I really think they did, you know? No, I need, no. I would like to level up my strength. Let thy strength be mended. Is that what she said in Demon Souls? Let thy strength be mended. Oh my god, that's so much better. Still medium load. You're insane. I'm about to bust a medium load. Oh, let's get ready to fuck him up. Probably don't want to use those guys. We'll go Lone Wolf for whenever. Alrighty. Hello, friend. Damn it. Oh. Oh, you are boned. Shit. I do like a genuine joust, you know? I will say this, though. The only real gripe I have about this game in terms of those, how often they like to repeat enemies is, like, I wish they would have made the dragons a little bit better. Because, like, dude, a lot of the dragons are just exactly the fucking same thing. Over and over and over. There's so many fucking normal dragon types in this game. How many of them are really different until you get to the crumbling Farum Azula, you know? And then you start having, like, the bigger ancient dragons who kind of have a new moveset and a new vibe. That's sick. I'm all for that. But there's so many fucking normal dragons, dude. Maybe I just feel that way because I was using dragon spells a lot in my last run, so I like had to go around and kill as many dragons as I could. Yeah, we might, mate. We just might. I'll take that. Let us go dick down this gravity man. And dick him down we shall. Oh! Hello? Snail? Someone just put a snail shell in front of me. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna have to get used to the range of this thing again. Last time I used a bigger weapon, it was fucking Malekith's Blackblade. So the range on that was insane. Alrighty. Gravity Man, dick down. Oh. Wow, okay. No Grand Dragonfly head, huh? So no head? Literally. Alright. Fun fact, there's a really good song by They Might Be Giants called Snail Shell. If you've never heard it, it's quite good. Well, shit. You can't pull your tricks on me. These guys are pretty strong. Probably one around the corner too. Nope, on the ceiling. Oh, good. Good. Okay, fucko. Stop it. Make me look dumb in front of my no viewers. Do you think this counts as a block? Surely not. Nailed it. So creepy. Very effective use of mud and water. Like, I don't want to be in here, you know? That's a good item to put here. So, I really hate those enemies. It's a good, again, really good, effective, like, scare. They use that element of the re-deads from Zelda, where they move really slow, but if they get a hold on you, they, just totally abuse your body, and, that's a pretty effective scare, honestly. I don't want that to happen. I know the character definitely doesn't want that to happen. But I think it's more effective in this game because they put like 30 of those guys in a room instead of just like 3. I wonder what this one is. Behold group? Well, that's not gonna fly. Oh, fuck off. Oh, I hate this one. Yeah. Neither one of these things is very threatening on its own, but combined, the Watchdog plus... Hey man, can you not? Yeah, the Watchdog plus like 4 of those things is just cunty enough to be an issue. How is that thing still alive? You guys haven't fucking killed that thing yet. Nice. Good job, boys. Proud of you. Oh. That little thing's about to hit me, isn't it? Alright, that's enough of that. Fuck you, buddy. Stop! Oh, got them both! Oh! Okay, so that didn't heal me at all. Oh yeah, I didn't put any wondrous physic together yet. Alright. Good job, team. Bye-bye.